It is just 203 days since these teams took this walk together in the Community Shield on an intensely hot day. Aguero, one of his 3 goals 2 weeks ago. Willian didn't start that day, but does today. Gonzalo Higuain doesn't, so it looks like a central role for Eden Hazard. Higuain and Olivier Giroud both make the bench, and Callum Hudson-Odoi and Ruben Loftus-Cheek have to be content with places there too. Chelsea, when Sergio Aguero, despite an early miss, took matters into his own hands. And beyond the first 11, there's a multitude of talent available to Guardiola and a sprinkling of youth with Muric and Phil Foden. David Luiz looking for the run of N'Golo Kanté. Laporte's failure to cut it out meant that Zinchenko behind him had to do. Here's De Bruyne. Suddenly Bernardo Silva's found a bit of a gap to try and play in Aguero, who's shackled by Rudiger. Walker lifts it all the way across to Raheem Sterling. Pedro and Azpilicueta. Walker, who had a hand in Chelsea's second goal when they last won this trophy back in 2015. Averting Diego Costa's effort past his own goalkeeper. Here's Bernardo Silva, looking to find Sergio Aguero. First sight of goal he has had, but he couldn't keep the effort down.
It's a glorious chip from Bernardo Silva, this. He does brilliantly to find Aguero, floating it over Azpilicueta's head. Lovely stuff. City just beginning to turn the screw.
Well, he just loves scoring against Chelsea. Sergio Aguero has got 15 against them in total. Moved on by Sterling. Here's De Bruyne. Laid off for Aguero. The shot took a slight deflection. Still relatively comfortable for the Chelsea goalkeeper.
Yeah, he closed him down quickly. I wondered if he'd moved it on again to Bernardo Silva, who he had to his right-hand side.
De Bruyne who takes, met by David Luiz. Taken by Bernardo Silva, but an easy take.
Well, if it was Chelsea's ambition, their aim.
There's De Bruyne. Walker. Lifted into Sterling. Well, he tried to head back across goal. Would he have been better maybe going for goal himself?
Well, I think it was a difficult one. So
Bernardo Silva. Zinchenko. Sergio Aguero. Sterling. David Silva. Luiz towering over Laporte. Here's Zinchenko. And Otamendi's coming round the back.
Yeah, Emerson just a fraction of a second too slow. But he just about does enough in the end.
Half-time with this state of play.
I suppose it's how long they continue in this fashion. When do they release the shackles a little bit more?
Oh, and Hazard has eased Laporte out of the way. Needs help, or does he? He's trying to go alone, and in the end he tried to take on too much himself. Away by way, Hazard creating the danger.
Well, they'll be hoping for a few more moments like this. Give him the chance to run onto it. Laporte committing himself, missing the ball. How on earth does he keep possession in this tight space?
Willian lifts in the kick. Oh! Well, that could have gone anywhere from Otamendi. His heart skipped a beat then.
Yeah, didn't expect it to come his way. Certainly didn't adjust.
From European matches. De Bruyne curls one in, and it's just beyond the reach of Sergio Aguero. This is Raheem Sterling. Left Pedro on the floor. Luis comes to meet the cross. It's Fernandinho.
Eden Hazard in between two minds there.
De Bruyne finds Raheem Sterling. Zinchenko. Sterling looking for a way through. Luis gets the header. Bernardo Silva sweeps in. Have already blown.
The pitch now.
De Bruyne who takes. Carried in by Emerson, and it's through to Aguero. He's offside. Flags up and was up instantly.
Yeah. No hesitation from that linesman on the far side. He probably had half an idea, the striker. There wasn't too much in it. You can see where Rudiger is. He can see he's behind him. Oh,
this is tight.
Yeah. They might well give it.
No, they've not given it. Not given.
Love to know what's going through the minds of the officials.
It is Luis, and it disappoints.
Such a difficult technique from that distance to beat a keeper. Strike it perfectly with the
cleared by Emerson. This is Willian.
That's better.
And he's onside Eden Hazard, but he's up there, isolated, on his own. Conte's bidding to get there now. He's done brilliantly to drive past company. Conte!
Well, certainly Chelsea's best chance, maybe the best chance of the match, that. And Eden Hazard is continually making these runs behind Vincent Kompany, who's looking a little vulnerable on the right side of central defence there. Goes past the City captain easily. Coming onto the ball so quickly, Conte, it's quite hard to control it, but you're expecting him to do better than this, just to keep it down.
And they're looking to build on that here with Pedro. Switched out to Willian. Barkley.
He's a good man for that kind of situation, Ross Barkley. More than capable of finding the far corner. And he had the time to weigh up his options, to get his angles right.
To test the Chelsea goalkeeper. It is De Bruyne, and it's off target.
I always think it's a bit more difficult when you've not been playing well, when you haven't found your rhythm, to bury this kind of opportunity.
Barkley. They've done well in a tight area there. It's good football this from Chelsea. Hazard not knocked out of his stride. Hazard goes on, plays in Pedro. Tried to pull it back, ends up winning a corner. They thought they might get more out of it.
Well, I just wonder whether Pedro thought about shooting or whether he didn't feel the ball was sat right for him. Brilliant play from Eden Hazard. Nice weight on the ball. He's having an increasing influence in this match, Hazard. But once again, his team looking dangerous.
Spilicueta helping it on towards Rudiger, who goes down. Pushed out wide to Hudson-Odoi. Dribbling towards Barkley. It's David Luiz who hits it, and Kompany who's in the way. Willian to Liver. And it needed the touch.
Certainly did. Needed careful attention, this one.
Here's Otamendi. Well, there's the end of regulation time. Not the win Maurizio Sarri would have hoped for, but certainly the performance to restore pride, and they've given themselves a real chance in the 30 minutes.
These options. Another chance though.
Chance to take on Zinchenko, Sterling there as well. He's found the gap for Hazard. Hudson-Odoi. Higuain. Back from Conte. Jorginho trying to place one. Gundogan. Company. Danilo picking out a ball for Raheem Sterling. And Sterling's got into the box this time. Looks to get it back for Aguero! And in the end it's cleared by Conte, but not too far. It deflects up on Azpilicueta. And there was a big moment and he knows it.
Well, that was that extra bit of quality I was talking about. I think Aretha Balaga's injured here, but beating his man superbly, Raheem Sterling. After that, it's chaos. All hands to the pump for Chelsea, just getting arms and legs in the way of it if they can. Not arms, but legs. Azpilicueta is actually flooding the box there, Chelsea. Comes the time in extra time. And I think we're at it where you don't want to take too many chances, but here's one.
Oh, and the stumble from Rudiger has given an opening there for Sané first, and now Aguero! And Ariza Balaga in the end does hold on, but he's injured again.
He hasn't made many mistakes at all, Rudiger, but that one could have been extremely costly. Just slipping. We've seen a few players do that this afternoon on this turf.
He's made the decision anyway, because the ball is being wielded. I think he's taken the decision out of his hands. He's determined to stay on there. He's determined. It's a war of wills at the moment between the goalkeeper and his manager, but you know who the boss is. And it's the boss's word that counts. He's got to go off here.
That's not a great sign when you are publicly trying to ignore your manager. Not what you want to see. Shows a lack of authority really from the boss. Well, certainly it betrays the lack of respect from the players, or at least one player.
Well, it's an extraordinary scene. He almost seems determined to stand his ground to try and be the hero in the penalty shootout to Ariza Balaga, but the decision has been taken out of his hands, but he's refusing to go. It's extraordinary. 3 minutes of stoppage time has been indicated, but Maurizio Sarri, with all justification,
he can't back
is
down.
fuming.
He can't back down. He's got to force him to come off. He's made his decision. He's got to stand his ground, Sarri. Can't let the player win in this situation. Looks like he has, though.
The first one here against Ederson. Oh, and he's missed! A strange step of Willy Caballero. It's Gundogan, and it's 1-0 Manchester City in the shootout.
Yeah, that's the way to take it.
Any more slip-ups? Cesar Azpilicueta scored in that semi-final shootout. Has to score here, and does. A few unsettling words. Aguero, just about. Chelsea's first match on the road to Wembley. Emerson against Ederson. And he gets it in the corner emphatically.
Just the power there did for Ederson.
All the time he's trying to out-psych the penalty taker. Sané, oh, he has made a save! A crucial to try and press home the advantage.
You would normally always fancy David Luiz in this kind of situation.
Oh, he's hit the post! Chelsea are back in trouble. Well, now Bernardo Silva has the opportunity to give Manchester City the advantage again. And he does! They can't miss the next one, Chelsea. The League Cup. It's all down to Hazard from 12 yards. Oh,
My word.
cool as you like.
To do that under those circumstances.
Sterling scores! And Manchester City win the first silverware of the season. The first leg.